Today, we are going to discuss about the topic on biotic factors, positive and negative interaction. I am Dr. Krishna Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Cardamom Planter Association College, Bodhinayakanur. Let's move on to the topic. Different populations interact with each other for the sake of food, shelter, and for the defense purposes. Interspecific interactions arise from the interaction between the population of two different species. These interactions may be positive, negative, or neutral in nature to one of the species or both. The different interactions are summarized in the table. Species A and B type of interaction. Positive interaction, both are beneficial. Positive, mutualism. Positive, no, neutral, mutual commensalization. Negative interaction, one are positive, one are negative, that is called predation. One are positive, one are negative, parasitism. One positive and no effect commensalization. Let's discuss about detail. What is a positive interaction? Mutualism and commensalism are include this category. Mutualism. In this is an interaction between the two individuals or species which both individual are benefited. The association may be very close as a symbiosis or there may not be a physical association. If both species are completely dependent on each other and one cannot survive without the other, it is called obligate mutualism. For example, this association is permanent associations. For example, obligate mutualism are follows. Association between rhizobium and leguminous plants. In rhizobium, it is a bacteria fix the nitrogen for the plants and in turns plant provide water and nutrient to the bacteria. So this picture shows that first one is a lichen and second one is a rhizobium. So it shows the algal cell and the fungal hyphae both are beneficial to each other, live as a symbiosis as a single organism. And second picture shows that this is a root rhizobium bacterial association with the Fabaceae plant. A lichens, it is composite organisms which arise from the algae or cyanobacteria living among the filaments of the multiple fungi in a symbiotic relationship. The combined lichens have properties at different forms. These it is composite organisms. Lichens come at as many colors, size and forms. Lichens may have a tiny leafless branches. It is called fruticose lichen. Flat leaf-like structure is follicose lichen. Flat that lie on the surface of like peeled paint is crustose lichen. A powder-like appearance of leprose and other growth forms. So these are the pictures shows that crustose lichen, follicose lichens and fruticose lichens. Next one, mycorrhiza. This is an association between the plant and fungi, where fungi provide the growth promoting antimicrobial substance and also help in the absorption of water, minerals and nitrogen from the soil. It is found that roots of the higher plants in turn plant provide a vitamin and carbohydrate to the fungi. So these are the pictures show that how the mycorrhizal association with the plants. How the plants and animals have the relationship. The plants needs animals for pollinating the flower and disposal of seeds. Animal in turns obtain the food in the form of pollen and nectars. To avoid being cheated for their survey given, the plant and animals are related very intimate with each other. This is seen between the fig trees and the pollinating species of wasp. A given fig species can be pollinated only by partner with the wasp species. Female wasps is not only use the fruit for the laying eggs, but also use the developing the seeds with the fruits for the nurturing its larva, perhaps in turn pollinating the figs of inflorescence. Next one, commensalization. In this type of associations, one individual or species is benefited whereas others is neither benefited or not harmed. This association may be permanent or temporary. For example, commensalization or suckerfish is found attached to the shark with their suckers. Suckerfish get protection from the predator, whereas no effect on shark fish. Epiphytic like mosses, orchids, ferns, many money plants and grow on the trunk of the trees. They do not harm the tree, but it grow to they get their better sunlight. Similarly, commensalization exhibits between the sea anemone and clownfish that lies among them. So this other picture shows that epiphytic plants, mosses, some of the orchids are growing, epiphytic plants also growing there. Epiphytic plants, mosses, ferns, is also growing in the tree trunk. So these are the picture. These are the discussed about the positive interaction. Now we are going to discuss about the negative interaction. Negative interactions is when occur one or both species are harmed. In this, one species may be benefited and other species cost of other. Negative interaction is following. Competition. Competition is a negative interaction between two species belonging. They are either same species or different species with the same needs. In this type of interaction, both species are suffer. Finally, it is going to suffer. For example, I'll describe below. Plant growing in the same area compete for the water, nutrition, and sometimes sunlight. Different carnivorous animals compete their same prey. For example, migratory birds such as flamingos that visit the compete with the resident fish for the zooplankton in the lakes. So these are multiple numbers of flamingos take the zooplankton in the lakes. So it will affect the resident fish species. Sometimes even when the resource is plenty, the presence of competitor species will eliminate the other species. Example, Abicodon tortoise in the Galapagos Islands become extinct in 10 years because of introduced the coat species. So this is a picture. Abicodon tortoise. This is the island, Galapagos Islands, to eliminate the all limited trees in the area. According to the competitive principle, two close related species which are compete for the same resources cannot be coexist indefinitely. The competitively inferior species will be eliminated soon. But this principle is true only if the resource is limiting. Next one, parasitism. In this, one organism derived from the nutrition for the host or harm it. In this association, parasites may be living endoparasites and ectoparasites. Endo means inside the organism, ecto means out on the surface of the body. It's derived from the nutrition, the host is weakened and damaged. Casuta plant, this one kind of plant, it is a plant parasite have the lost ability to photosynthesize since it derived from the nutrition from the host plant. Parasites are so host specific in such a way that both host and parasite have co-evolved. The parasites have co-evolved special adaptation to live successfully on the host. So this is the Casuta plant, live on other plant. Predation. In this, stronger animal prey on the weak animals. Stronger animal is the predator, the weaker animal is called prey. Predation is the method of transfer energy from higher trophic levels. If there is a decline in the predator population, the population prey will be increased. For example, when the tiger feed on the deer, the tiger is known as a predator, the deer is a prey. Thus keep the prey population in control, which is otherwise would be lead to the very high population densities cause the ecosystem instability. And this is since the exotic and alien species are introduced in the new era. Herbivores and or predators for the plants. Plants also evolve various defense mechanisms to avoid the predation. For example, thorn in acacia and cactus. Acacia plant and cactus have some kind of thorns to avoid the herbivorous plant. Some of the plants, some of the plants produce a toxic chemical produce that harm to the other plants. Calotrophes, a weed, produce highly poisonous cardiac glycosides are avoided by the grazing animals. Various chemicals produced keep away predators include nicotine, coffin, quinine, and styrene and opines, etc. So these are the overall topic about the positive and negative interaction. Thank you so much.